Hello and welcome to the Windsor Stars News Cafe. I'm Dylan Christie and I'm here with Don MacArthur.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of organized chaos over at the University of Windsor today. Free hot dogs and solidarity forever.
Yeah, it was kind of a perfect storm. Students who went to university today were surprised to find that a lot of the food vendors were closed today. It turns out that a lot of the food service workers decided to honor the picket lines and not cross those today. But students, they had an alternative because QP Local 1393 we're having a hot dog barbecue today, and the students are lining up by, I guess, the hundreds right now.
By this, yeah, exactly, by the hundreds. Okay, like Brian Cross, he's there, he's live tweeting it. Jay Crick is live tweeting it. It's sort of happening like right now as we're sort of recording this video here, and they got enough food for 5,000 students. And Brian Cross is reporting that thousands of students are lining up for free hot dogs.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So this is. Again, the result of the 11-day strike by QP Local 1393 members. It's mixed reactions coming from campus right now. A lot of students are kind of pissed off that they are kind of being forced to eat hot dogs, that there's nothing really else available. Even Tim Hortons in the CAW Center is only serving up coffee today. So it's kind of chaos, especially if you didn't plan on having to wait for hot dogs today, because like you said, like thousands of students are expected to line up for this today. The lineup's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of the times you're trying to just eat between classes, so it's unexpected. But
yeah, and it's funny. I mean, it really goes both ways, because right before we started this, I said, hey, to Dylan, hey, that's sort of great PR, for QP giving away free hot dogs. And he said, yeah, but on social media, a lot of students, they're angry. They don't want hot dogs. They want a sub, or they want like a chicken sandwich from Tim's, or they want something else. So yeah, the hot dog's free. But the reality is they're being inconvenienced even for these free dogs.
No, it's true. That one tweet said, like, University of Windsor, you're trying to kill your students. Like, first no AC, now they're reinforced.
Do you know how hot dogs are made? Do you know how hot dogs are made?
So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, follow WinStarCross. Check him out for all his tweets from earlier today.
And it could be a sign of things to come, because that's one QP local is on strike, right? This is now the 11th days. 2 Unifor locals, they've settled. But the other one still hanging in the wind is that other QP local facing that they could be on strike Monday.
Exactly.
If they don't hammer things out with the mediator. So it could be worse before it gets better over at the U.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Facebook, what a scary, scary story Windsor Police are telling you about. Log out of your social media accounts.
Yeah, who knows? This is kind of a new crime that's becoming more popular. This 20-year-old Windsor woman had used, I guess it was a friend's or classmate's computer, forgot to sign out. He ended up changing all her account info, changing her password, and ended up kind of posting rude, sexually explicit things, taking her photos and reposting them with awful things on it. It actually got her fired from her job at one point.
Yeah, like she was a professional, and he put things, allegedly, of course, like on her Facebook page, I'm a hooker, I work at a strip club,
Yeah.
I do all these nasty things. Of course, her employer sees that and says, whoa, and out
Wait a
the
minute,
door.
she got the can. So she contacted Windsor Police. I think this started October 14th, 2012. So investigators did go back to her employer, explained to them what was happening. So she did get her job back, but this was happening for quite a while, right up until September 7th of this year. So it went on for a long time. I guess through changing all of the settings, he ended up adding hundreds of new people to her account, which just kind of added to the harassment. So it's pretty crazy. Just saw it this last Monday. 32-year-old Wayne Berry was arrested. Police executed a search warrant in the 400 block of Bruce Avenue. So he's been arrested. But the crazy part is, too, Chris Thompson did a good job kind of fleshing out the story. He talked to a lawyer from Toronto, Eric Roher, who kind of said that this is kind of new right now, that the law doesn't really have written into it right now, cyberbullying, that it is kind of hard to charge someone.
Well, yeah, no, exactly. And he says, I mean, where is it here? Yeah, he says, unless there is overwhelming evidence, it is very difficult to prove a criminal standard. And if you step back and you think about it, how can you actually prove that, it was this guy that was doing the status updates and this and that? In theory, it could have been, like the victim themselves, like on the other guy's computer. I mean, it's the detective Paul Jean. We're going to roll a clip from him from Windsor Police. He talks about breadcrumbs, that people leave sort of when they're on computers. But the reality is, I mean, it's a very difficult thing to prove that you have to. This person was there at this time, and it could only have been, that person sort of beyond a reasonable doubt. Pretty difficult to do.
Yeah, for sure. Now, the Windsor Police, they did have quite a few resources put into this. I think they had the morality unit along with the computer forensic analysis unit. So you would hope if any team would be able to kind of pinpoint and nail this guy down, it was him. And they'd been working on this for a while. But I guess we'll let Sergeant Paul Jean kind of explain things. So here he is.
Last November, a young woman from the community attended Windsor Police headquarters to report that her Facebook account had been manipulated and tampered with. And our officers conducted an investigation that led to an arrest earlier this week. What the investigation revealed and what we've learned is that the suspect in this matter tampered with some of the permissions on the account and was encouraging additional friends and likes to attach themselves to the account. He was posting photographs of the victim with her friends and with family, and these are her own photographs that she had on her account. With the photographs, was then posting sexually derogatory things. We've learned that he'd falsely inferred that the victim was a dancer, a stripper at a local club, and that she was a prostitute for hire. So these are the things that were part of this investigation. Our officers worked, the investigation went to our morality unit with the assistance of our forensic computer investigators, and they conducted a thorough investigation. They identified a person of interest, and I can tell you earlier this week, on the 16th, they executed a search warrant, and an arrest was made, and this individual now faces several charges in relation to the investigation, in relation to identity theft and mischief in relation to data, and defamation liable as well. The message today is twofold. There's a twofold message here, is that if you're using somebody's computer or device to access your social media sites, when you're finished using that person's device, if this is a borrowed piece of equipment or a public piece of equipment, to ensure that you take accurate steps to log off of that equipment, log off of your social media sites. If you fail to do so, then the next user of that device could have full reign to your social media sites as well.
Okay, and we're back. And just a reminder, Windsor Police, like log out of your social media accounts whenever you sort of leave a computer or use a public computer, so this kind of thing doesn't happen to you.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, lovely little festival, very colorful, drumming, prayers, music down by the Detroit River last night. Windsor Hindus gathered. The god Ganesh, they put the idol in the water.
Yeah, so this marks the end of a 10-day festival to celebrate Ganesh, the pink elephant-headed deity. So it sounds like a pretty cool event. They actually, there's hundreds of them that gathered at the river, and they place a clay idol into the river, which will eventually disintegrate and dissolve, which symbolizes his reunification with the universe.
Ganesh actually made it across to the other side like John Murillo, and
That's right.
popped up at the
He was gracing the wall here in the cafe. It so happens.
Yeah, but he dissolves, right? Because like Ganesh, like dissolves into the universe and all of this.
Exactly.
He called him. He's known as the remover of obstacles, the god of beginnings, or the first god.
Oh, perfect. So along with the event, with the spiritual richness, it also helped raise $20,000 that they're going to use the local Hindu community to put towards a new temple in the area. Right now, they're out of a small church, a former church on Cabana Road. So it's a positive event.
Yeah, and I guess there's about 400 Hindu families in the Windsor and Essex County community, and this festival down by the water, it's been going on for a number of years. It gets bigger and bigger every year.
People coming from all over.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and from Nepal, Bhutan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Kenya is sort of, they can trace their origins back. So
Exactly,
festival gets
yeah.
bigger every year, and we can't do it justice. Tyler Brownridge, right? Great photos, great video. Have a look.
हम सब लोग एक साथ ओम 3 बार ओम का उच्चार करेंगे। उस पश्चात गणपति बाबा को प्रणाम करेंगे।
Okay, We are back, man, and there is outrage in the streets. Okay, Windsor and the WFCU Center. We aren't getting any love from EA Sports, the company really behind the NHL franchise, EA Sports. In their new game, 2014, and I guess in some others, they refer to the WFCU Center, home of the Spits, as the WCFU Center.
Yeah, Don, he was outraged last night. He was taking to social media, lambasting EA Sports, trying to get this fixed. But you're right. He's really excited about it. But the truth is, this has been in the games since EA Sports 2011, I think. I even went back and found a story we did before saying from September 23rd, 2010, which was a Thursday, so probably about 3 years exactly, saying that they made this blunder, and it was the same announcer, commentator Gary Thorne. He introduces the champions.
Yeah. Well, no, exactly. So I mean, it was Joel Boyce, like credit where credit's due.
Right.
Reporter Joel Boyce. He took to Twitter last night to complain about this. He was playing the new game, 2014, just came out. Boom, saw the glitch. He took great umbrage at it and took to Twitter. I saw it at home, and because I played this game. I've been playing this game since 1993. If it wasn't for this game, I would have gone to law school.
That's
okay?
right.
So every year it gets better and better and better. And the thing about the Spits, it is the WFCU Center. It says it in writing, like the Spits are in their uniform. Everything is like cool, except the announcer screws it up and he says WCFU Center. So I saw this last night. I asked Joel. I thought I was onto this A1 scoop, like this. Great. And it is a cute little story.
It is a great story, yeah.
So he shot a little video with his iPhone. We're going to show you. But anyway, Kurt Winkler. Okay, there's a guy named is it Kurt Winkler?
Yeah, I think that is Winkler.
Okay, this guy, he was on this way before. He was like white on rice on this way before everybody else. He's been emailing EA Sports, sending them letters, getting nothing, no love. So now he's set up a Facebook page.
That's right.
Dave Waddell's doing a bigger story. We're going out, going to talk with him. We want to get this thing changed. Like EA Sports, you got the money.
Oh yeah, you think it'd be easy enough too. You can do all these updates online. I'm pretty sure though, if you listen to, or even reading from the original story, they've kind of mixed up the order, but it sounds like when they say here at the WFCU Center, Windsor, Ontario, it's the same as NHL 2011 as it is in the new one. So they must just be using
They're cutting some corners.
same old clips.
And, you know, and the thing with this is this game is so realistic. It's so cool. Like down to the players have special skills. It's an amazing hockey game. Props to EA Sports. But if they make a trade, like in real life, if the Leafs trade with the Red Wings or something, it updates on your computer, so you always have sort of the real rosters when you're playing at home. 2014. The reason the story's creeping up now is 2014. They just released it. It's hot off the shelves. Not as hot as Grand Theft Auto 5, but it's a pretty hot game.
For sure. So here's a clip. See for yourself, and you can hear the blunder.
Play some hockey here at the WCFU Center in Windsor, Ontario, ready for hockey between the Windsor Spitfires and the London Knights.
All right, okay, so we're back. So you heard it yourself, WCFU Center.
That's right.
Dylan's not as excited as I am. My wife's not as excited as I am. But I whatever. They should change it.
I think we all agree it should be changed.
Back-to-back Memorial Cup champs. I mean, we deserve it. The WFCU. Oh, we're out of juice. Did we run out of batteries? It's still going? Okay, I thought we were out of batteries. Anyway, WFCU Center. Okay, tweet at EA Sports if you want to get this changed. Check out that Facebook page if you want to get it changed. Stop by the Windsor Star News Cafe tonight. It's open mic night with Travis Rietzma.
That's right. This has been News Cafe. Thanks for tuning in.